Good day, my friends. This is Tony here, and it's been a couple of months, but I am back with my one monthly video that I decided to make, and today we are going to talk about what I did in 2022 and what's coming up in 2023. Alright, so 2022 was kind of, I felt like I didn't get much done at all, but I actually got a lot done. A lot of the stuff that I was working on this past year was for friends, for coworkers, for family members, getting stuff around for the presentations I did in Anderson. So let's go down the list. I mean, this year I got a pretty much a full, almost full set of Bo-Katan armor from the Mandalorian completed for a coworker. The entire set was printed on mainly, mainly it was a Buckethead and old Bob, the CR10 Smart and my CR6 SE. And they were from files from Mystery Makers. I'm on his Patreon, but I'll also have a link to his Etsy shop in the comments. And I'm going to throw some pictures up here. I got almost the entire suit of armor taken care of, with the exception of the helmet, which she's just going to go ahead and use the Black Series helmet. And I didn't do the undersuit. And I still have left to do the blasters and the blaster belt. But that's a couple of months down the road. We're taking a break. So that was not a small undertaking. Almost every one of those pieces individually, like a jetpack, that took just as much, if not more, work than the blaster pistol. Any of the blaster pistols I made in 2021. It was really cool because it helped me relearn how to do the chipping, the layered paint effects, stuff like that. I haven't messed with that since like 2002 when I made a Boba Fett helmet. So yeah, it's been a bit, so it was kind of stressful doing it for a coworker, but it was still, you know, like I said, it was a good learning experience. They're happy with it, so I'm good. Okay, another thing I made, which is still in the house, but it was not for me, was the bolt from the Iron Giant, the end of the movie, the bolt that starts beeping and blinking and rolls away and goes to rejoin the rest of the pieces. Spoilers, I guess. I made one of those for Liz's birthday, and it was complete with the beeping sound, the lights. Friend Dick took care of that for me, and I got it all assembled, all cleaned. The file is from Thingiverse. The maker is Matthias78 on Thingiverse. And once again, all these I'm talking about, I am going to be leaving the links in the comments below. But it was a really, really nice piece. Kind of a pain smoothing out the screw, but you know, it is what it is, and she's happy with it, so that's cool. This fall I did the talks for the Anderson Library. I did a introduction to 3D printing for the hobbyist, and then a month later I did 3D printing for cosplay, and those talks were fairly well received. A couple of people have told me that they enjoyed the videos, and I'll have the links to those as well, because assume if I'm talking about it, there's going to be a link. Okay, I just feel like a broken record saying that. But there's going to be the links there, because I don't know how to do you can visit the video right here. I don't do that yet. So, but those were very well received. We're already kind of tossing around ideas for me to do some stuff for the Anderson Library next summer, next fall. So we'll see how that goes. But a couple of fun things that I did for that talk, because, as you know, talking about, you know, things you can make for cosplay. Well, here's one of them. This is a communicator. You can see it's all 3D printed. The back is all yucky. But Star Trek The Next Gen communicator. This is 3D printed out of filament and painted using all-clad paints. That was from, come on, I gave myself all the links. Loudmaker on Thingiverse. I also did a pair of phasers. A Star Trek The Next Generation Phaser 2. And I think it's a Star Trek First Contact Phaser 2. So the Cobra head and a boomerang. And the grips are all rubbery. I Plastadipped them. I mean, this one, the display is not that great because I just painted a piece of filament, whereas this one, still not perfect, but I still was able to do some of the green resin on Stinky. But those are both from Unimatrix Red. I got him off Thingiverse, but he's doing more stuff on printables now. So I'm just going to give the printables link for that one. The final thing I got done, as I was, wrapping up, I was getting like the gauntlets for Bo-Katan done and all that. The last thing I got done in 2022 was a Snake Eyes helmet. The G.I. Joe character Snake Eyes for my little brother. And it was kind of small, not wearable. He doesn't wear them. He likes displaying that stuff. But it was from one of the free files from Do 3D, whose work I'm not real impressed with. I'll stick with the folks that I give money to on Patreon. And I was able to get it looking pretty good. I'm kind of happy with it because, I mean, we're talking 3 different shades of black is all we're working with here. So, but I got that taken care of very well. When he opened it, it was a belated birthday gift. I was just having problems with the printers back in March for his birthday. And so he got it at Christmas. I mean, I could have waited for a couple more months giving it to him this year, but I wanted it out of the house. I told myself this is going to be done and out of the house by 2023. And it was. So, but yeah, last year, when I start looking at the list, I did get more done than I thought. And, I mean, I did a couple of videos on here, which, not that big of a deal. But considering I haven't done any video editing, I've been figuring out the editing fairly well. I mean, you can give me a shout in the comments, whatever you think of it. But, but yeah, last year was a good year. Like I said, I was able to relearn the chipping effects and the weathering effects to make a good set of Star Wars armor. I was able to relearn how to do sharp and clean again, which, I mean, I've done a bit on my the Robotech helmets I've made the past few years. But with the Star Trek stuff, it's almost more important. Because everything, especially next gen, everything is so crisp, it's so clean. So, but yeah, I got some good stuff done. So 2022 that's a wrap. Stuff's up on social media showing what I did for the last year. And considering it is now January 15th, and this is going up on January 16th to give you an idea how much I procrastinate, let's go ahead and go into what I'm going to be working on in 2023. Okay, 2023. Now, I'm not the type to do resolutions. I'm not. You know what? I can make a goal in June if I want to, okay? But I do have some stuff that I want to try to get done over the course of this next year. The first thing, of course, is to get the wrap up that Bo-Katan gear for a friend. But I'm probably not going to start on that again until about March. I still need to get both of these toy guns, completely fake. Both of these printed. They're printed. That's right here in my hand. These painted. I need to use them to make the holsters, and then I need to get the belt made. So once that's done, then I can completely mark Bo-Katan off the list and not have to look at Mandalorian armor for at least a year before I start working on the heavy infantry one for myself. 2024, 2025 spoilers, I guess. But I need to get that done. And then I've got the goal to get 4 things done every month. One is to get 1 prop done. And I'm going to tell you, even if I can't get all the printers running anytime soon, I mean, pardon me for any motion sickness this might get, but this is just 1 shelf. And I mean, I've got a Sting Sword, I've got a Dustbuster Phaser, a Phaser 1, a Star Trek 5 and 6 Assault Phaser. This is a helmet I need to put together for Liz. This is the phased pulse rifle from The Mandalorian. I've got a Fallout 3 laser pistol here. I've got 2 more shelves of this stuff underneath. I know I got some video of the shop yesterday. I'll see if I can figure out how to get that spliced in. But I've got plenty of stuff to work on. And on the top shelf over here, I've got a phaser rifle, which if you've been following me on Instagram, you've been seeing me work on that. So, trust me, when it comes to getting a prop a month done, as long as I actually spend some time down here, that's not going to be a problem. Another thing I want to get done is a model a month. Once again, if I can't splice in the video, I'll at least get some pictures in here. But I have got just a bunch of models, like, you know, well, most model makers have. There's just a bunch gathering dust. But I haven't built models in years. So I'm starting out with some of the really cheap ones that I got that I don't care if I mess them up. I don't care if they look great. So I've got some stuff like a Klingon cruiser from Star Trek VI. I've got a larger Reliant model. I've got the small snap tight Discovery version of Enterprise model. I've got a Maquis Raider. Then I've got some of the Bandai Star Wars kits that I'm going to make when I've got a little bit of building under my belt with those couple kits. And then the ultimate goal is I've started picking up I think I've got almost all, I think I'm only missing 4 or 5 of the 1/1000 scale Star Trek model ships. And I want to start getting those put together. I'm not sure I'm going to go as far as like lights on them, but I at least want them to look good on a shelf. So I'm figuring one a month there will get me, let's see, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. I should be starting on the 1/1000s towards the end of the year. That should give me plenty of practice, plenty of experience, plenty of time to figure out how to get those water slide decals I always used to rip as a kid onto these model kits. And the other thing, the third thing I'm working on is leatherwork. If you followed me once again on Instagram or where it posts up on Facebook, you will see that I've started figuring out leatherwork again. I haven't done this in Scouts. And so over the course of the past year, I've been able to get like some of the old scouting supplies from my parents, hit Tandy Leather over on the west side of Indianapolis. I've ordered some stuff, very little through Amazon, but for cheap beginner tools that I like need something right now, I've done that. Otherwise, I've been getting stuff through like Tandy and Weaver and Buckle Guy and a bunch of sites like that. And I want to get at least one leatherwork project done a month. Now, we're not talking anything grandiose. I mean, we're talking like a card wallet or a dice tray or something along those lines. But once I start getting those figured out, well, we'll stick a pin in that. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. But so far, we're looking at one model kit, one prop, and one leatherwork project done a month. And then, of course, there's this. I want to try to get at least one video done a month. It's just this takes me so much time. I mean, this is time right now that could be spent working on the phaser rifle, but I enjoy doing this as well. So, you know, time management. But yeah, I want to try to, you know, continue the third Monday of every month having a new video up. I enjoy doing it. It's giving me practice on both, you know, the presentation for stuff I need to be doing from work. It's letting me pick up sounds of the dogs running upstairs. It's giving me the experience working on the video editing, so I'm not complaining about it too much. Now, obviously, as you can tell from the way I talk, I'm not all about short form videos, so don't be looking for me on Reels or TikTok anytime soon. I'm still trying to figure out how to do those. But, you know, this is, you know, I'm enjoying this. So we're looking at every month getting one prop, one leatherwork project, one model kit, and one video done. Another thing that I'm going to be doing is, I hesitate to call it rebranding because I really haven't had much of a brand to begin with, because to be a brand you need to have like a bunch of people following you and you know doing a lot of stuff, or I'm a hobbyist. So, you know, when I started doing all this back in 2020, 2021, I had just come off of a 10-year stint of blogging about geek shops and places of interest around the state of Indiana called Geeking in Indiana. So I felt the need to continue with that whole geeking brand. The thing is, as I'm going on, I'm not sure I want to continue to keep myself anchored to that to that brand. I'm sorry, remember, I'm also, when I'm not doing this stuff, I'm a marketer and social media manager. So pardon the whole branding talk. But I'm kind of stepping away from that, especially when it comes to like the leather work. I'm not doing dice trays or making sure everything is embossed with pictures of the child or something like that. I want to do some cool, simple things that doesn't involve a machine, that doesn't involve coding, that doesn't involve sanding layer lines. I don't have to worry about a machine breaking down. I've got a mallet, I've got a stamp, I've got some sharp blades, and I've got some leather, and then I can just go to town and work with that. So I'm going ahead and, so I don't have to worry about any like little buzzwords. I'm sticking with my name. Let's face it, I've used my real name on the internet for many, many, many years. I'm going to take advantage of that, and everything's just going to be Troxel Builds, or in the case of like my Twitch stream, Tony Troxel. So that's what I'm starting to roll into. I need to redo the logo that I have, like that you sometimes see on my streams or sometimes see as my profile pictures or something like that. I need to get that redone and all that, but I'm not in a huge rush. It'll get done when it gets done. But so if you see a Tony Troxel or a Troxel building popping up, that's probably going to be me. Another thing I'm going to be working on, and I'm talking to some friends about helping me get this set up, and I've talked to Liz about helping get some stuff for it. And we're thinking about this spring opening up a online shop. Now, we're not talking about on Etsy or anything like that. I don't want to deal with the copyright people that are paid to just look through Etsy all day looking for copyright violations. I don't want to deal with their fees. I don't want to deal with somebody saying, hey, this didn't show up when, yeah, it showed up. And Etsy going, okay, and just giving the money back and pulling it out of your account. I don't want to deal with any of that. So we're going to be starting on probably using some of the old blog stuff from Geeking in Indiana. And we're going to be starting because Liz wouldn't let me go with the Murder Basement Mercantile, because this is a basement of a 100-year-old house that I do my work, so I refer to it as the Murder Basement. There's a hatch right up there that goes underneath a room that has a cistern in it that I swear has a clown. But anyway, we're going with like we're still working this, but we're thinking the creepy seller cache. And we're going to be selling stuff like Liz does artwork, Liz does some wood burning. We're going to be selling some of her work. We're going to be selling some of it's not sloppy and disgusting, we're going to sell some of my leather work. And I've got stuff that the files are available to be sold as prints. The stuff from Mystery Makers. So if I was crazy enough to do another set of Bo-Katan armor, I could get a set and put it up for sale. I've got a couple of these already printed that I want to clean up, and I'll probably box them up and sell them as kits, because you can see I've had that finished for 9 months and I still haven't painted it. So, but the entire idea is there's stuff that I want to print that I don't necessarily want to keep, and there's stuff that I want to make that I don't necessarily want to keep. So this enables me to get that stuff out and maybe get a little bit of money back in to put into filament. And I really want to upgrade the printers. I want to replace some of the ones that have been a pain in the butt. But I can't in good conscience sell like the armor, the S4, the 400 by 400 one that has never really worked right for me. I can't honestly sell that on like Facebook Marketplace at a decent, at any amount of money. I could sell it for parts, or hey, if you can figure it out, you're going to get a great deal on a printer. That's about it. So, if I can start getting some money in to start upgrading some of that, get some more organization down here, because, it's better now, but it's still not great. But, so that's kind of why I'm looking at that. And I'm not going to be doing commissions. I'm not going to be doing the whole, okay, I'm going to take your money and then I'll make it, you have to wait. No, it's like, say I go, all right, I've made another version of this that I want to keep over this one, so I'm going to take pictures of this one and put it up and then throw it in a box and forget about it until somebody says, sure, I will give you X amount of money for that. And they send me the money. I go to Pirate Ship. I print out the shipping label. I slap it on the box that already has this packaged in it. And it goes out within 1 business day. I mean, if it's early in the morning, I might even be able to get it out same day. But who knows? But that's, I don't, knowing how I work and knowing how sometimes I'll just hit a drought where I don't want to make anything for a month and a half, 2 months. I'm not going to say I'm going to put up, it's like, hey, I can make any of these, and then have somebody send me money and then let me not be able to make it. So I'm just going to go, I'm just going to roll off of, hey, you know, we'll probably have maybe a half a dozen items up at a time. Some will get sold, some will get replaced, some new stuff will go up, and there we go. Also want to have a blog attached to that so I can, you know, talk about stuff like we talk about here, talk about, you know, so here's what it took to get this stock from the Mandalorian Amband phased pulse rifle from 3 pieces to a smooth piece that looks like wood. You know, doing stuff like that. So that's a goal. That's closer, like I said, going to be closer to late March, early April, and that's all depending on my friends that do the WordPress work, Spencer and Heather Sokol. It all depends on what their time frame looks like. So, other than that, yeah, 2023. I'm hoping to get some stuff done. I'm really hoping to, like I said, I've got all these Star Trek props that I want to make. I've got a Leia training helmet, the modified A-wing helmet that Leia wore in The Rise of Skywalker, that I want to put together for Liz, because she's already got a Leia lightsaber, make that for her, and then put together the soft parts, and bam, she's got a costume. Not saying she doesn't have costumes, she's already got a Whittaker Doctor Who costume and stuff like that, but this is something she's wanted for a little while, so that's why I've got, like I said, I've got that box right there, has parts in it. But yeah, I want to get a bunch of Star Trek stuff done. I want to get that done. I want to get a bunch of stuff off my plate. I want to maybe get some stuff up for sale, get some stuff sold, so I have money to make more stuff and improve my stuff. And there we go. Now we're just talking in circles. So let's just go ahead and wrap up. Record scratch sound effect here. One thing I forgot to mention on the 2023 stuff is if you look over my shoulder right here, that is an Alice pack frame for a Ghostbusters Proton pack. That is a inexpensive one through Anovos. I wouldn't trust a full pack on it, but you know what? I've got a Hasbro pack showing up in a couple days. So if you watch this and it's before that time, feel free to give me a shout in the comments if you'd like to see a unboxing video and see a large bald bearded man cry as he pulls a Proton pack out of a box. And if you want to see a video on that and me throwing the Alice pack frame on it, you know, you've seen Adam Savage do great work, but Adam Savage is Adam Savage. He's good. Me, I'm stumbling through stuff. So if you want to see something like that, give me a shout down in the comments. Also, in October, my goal is to have everything ready to at least make my 84 Ray Stance style Proton pack and ecto goggles. So the goal is over the month of October, not worrying about leather work, not worrying about a model, just sitting and getting the Proton pack completely done and getting the ecto goggles completely done. So just a couple of things that I knew I wanted to talk about. I thought about talking about it after I made the script. Yes, outline for this, but you know, there we go. So now let's go into the closing. All right, so with that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap everything up. Remember, you can always find me on Instagram and Facebook under Troxel Builds. You can find me on Twitch, where I'm streaming 3 times a week, normally Monday and Wednesday mornings from 9 to 10 a.m. Eastern, and Thursday evenings streaming games for Extra Life, raising money for Riley Children's Hospital for the Children's Miracle Network, all that stuff. That's normally a 2-hour stream, unless I'm just not feeling like sitting in a chair for 2 more hours. But that's normally on Thursdays from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern. So feel free to jump in, throw some money towards sick kids and help me. I normally go a $500 goal every year. I've hit it 3 out of the past 4 years I've done this. So, come give me a hand. Help me raise some money for kids. But past there, let's see. We got Instagram. We've got Facebook. We have got Twitch. Of course, I'm here once a month with occasional little messages saying, hey, I'm going to take the month off because I don't have anything to talk about and I'm tired. So you can, of course, always find me here. Feel free to give me a like and subscribe. Got to throw that in. I think it's in the contract. But other than that, I'm just going to wish you all, I hope you have had a great 2022. I hope you have a better 2023. Take good care of yourselves and each other, and please always remember that the world kind of sucks out there. Try not to make it suck even more. In fact, if you can, try to make it suck a little less, okay? We'll see you in the forums, and we'll see you next month.